Hello and welcome to Knights of the Hobby Table. I'm one of your aforementioned Knights of the Hobby Table, Blake, and one of your hosts for the evening. And I'm also here with my other friend and fellow knight and host, Obi. How you doing, bro?
Greetings.
How goes the table today?
The table is hobbied.
Yes, and of an undescribed shape, as always.
Yes, it is.
Not many people know this, but the Hobby Table has a canonical non-shape.
Well, mine is an L shape, so I don't know what yours table looks like. So,
Oh, gee, what does L stand for?
Loser. I don't know.
You said it, man.
Well, come on.
How are you, brother?
I am wonderful. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, it's good actually. I can tell that you've shaken off your winter blues. You're in summer mode.
Oh yeah.
The G string was a dead set indicator of that.
What about the lack of pants?
Bro, it's winter here and I'm still not wearing pants. All thigh, baby boy. All thigh.
Oh man, how are you, dude? How are you?
Yeah, not bad, brother. Not bad. Like I said, I just had a big bowl of soup, so I'm kind of ready for a nap. But besides that, I'm feeling better than I had the last few weeks. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We probably would have recorded this earlier, to be honest. But I felt like I was having a drill drilled into my face because I had a fucking massive ear infection, which I still have. It just doesn't hurt now. So there's that.
Yeah.
It was a tough time.
Exactly. And it's gonna be it's like a really tight week right now, so we're fitting in an episode so you guys have something to listen to.
Yeah, we're both flat out in the next week or two. I got a wedding, I got a medieval festival to go to, I got fucking my anniversary, a job interview. It's all wild. You got shit going on with the summer and your kids.
Exactly. It's summer vacation, so that means that we have to do things to fix the house.
Yeah. It means that you can take advantage of that beautiful 5-degree positive weather you have and go to the beach.
Oh, yeah. Well, look. At least I can take off my t-shirt.
Yeah, that's true. What sort of temperatures are you getting there now?
Like last week we had pretty good, like 29 degrees at some point.
It's warm?
Yeah, it was really warm.
That's warm.
It's really warm.
That's really warm. I like that.
Yeah. But it was
I wish people could see our faces when his voice is just...
Yeah. We had midsummer here the last weekend, and as per usual when I have my kids, it's really bad weather, so the whole day was basically planned around us eating food outside and hanging out, and it's like, great, it's raining. Well,
is midsummer like a holiday that you guys have?
Yeah, it's like we get a longer weekend and we just celebrate the turning of. Well, it's basically
summer solstice.
Yes, exactly, summer solstice.
Yeah.
So start of the summer. And that also means that we're slowly ticking the clock to winter time.
Every day of summer that leaves is one day closer to winter.
Exactly. Winter's coming.
Winter is coming.
It really is.
Anyway, the other day I was on the Discord, and I can't remember who it was. So credit to whoever it was, but somebody posted a video game tiers list. And it put the Discord in an absolute tizzy, man. People were losing it, mostly because I think it was Bixer said Pokemon was mid, and I vehemently disagree with that, Bixer. Pokemon is fucking badass. You are, in fact, mid if you think Pokemon's mid.
I mean, that's actually placing him up a high pedestal, so knock him down.
Well, nah. Bixer's great. His shirt choice, not so much. Anyway. So... on the back of that controversy, we thought let's stir the pot a bit more. But instead of talking about video games this time, we will do it. But we decided to do a little Space Marine chapter tier list today. A little bit of fun.
Oh yeah. It'll be very loosey-goosey. Everything is going to be our own opinions. So
What? It's not our own opinions. It's the universe's opinions. Okay, like clearly we represent the human race.
well,
These
okay. So if we say Space Wolves are furries, that's now been canonically approved that they're
No,
furries.
look. I'm making you. I will kick you for this call.
I got him.
Anyway, that's what we're doing today. So, strap in for a bunch of shit talking. Welcome back to the Knights of the Hobbit Tale podcast.
Oh yeah, let's get ready to
But
stir up a
first-
shitstorm.
Obi, what the fuck have you been up to, man? Tell me of your hobbying adventures. I know there have been many.
Oh yes. As per last episode, we ordered our 3D printers, and they have arrived for both of us.
They have?
And
That's canonical.
and it's been a ride. I've printed like almost 3 kilos of resin already.
But how much of that ended up on your floor?
Actually, not much. Like a couple of drops here and there. So
Okay.
I've been really good. But I went through a lot of materials already, so. But it's good fun. Like I'm excited, and I'm just finding lots of bits and stuff that I want to do, and especially because I want to do some conversions and kit bashes, and I have some ideas for things. But I've always had like I'm just missing this thing, and I don't want to make it out of nothing because I suck at that.
Because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work too.
Yeah, like sculpting is not my thing. So.
Like the reptile
Rabbit?
tablets that you found for me.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I turned into a frog. I'm so tired that I turned into an amphibian.
Yeah.
God damn, I knew this thing was Anyway, but yeah, you've printed me off some like dinosaur tabards and like shoulder pieces and that. And like, could I do it with that with green stuff? Yes. Would I be bothered to for a whole army?
Nope.
No. No. Nope.
Exactly.
There's your answer. So that's super helpful, man, and that's rad. I think that you can be a lot more creative with that too, you know.
Exactly.
And then if you add green stuff, it's like just the accents, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like I've been like there's one miniature in specific for a certain person that's also in this call that I've been working on, and it's just been like a thing that I've needed, and it's just like I don't know how to do this without buying a whole box, and I don't want to buy a box for just like one piece.
I don't know who that guy is, but he sounds very attractive.
Yes, definitely. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. So I've printed that, and I've worked a little bit more on it. So it's coming together, but it's just a little more things, so that the green stuff will fit in there. So it'll be good.
Yeah. He's just gonna get it done before the end of my life expectancy. You know.
Well, if it's going to take as long time as it's taken me Mitzen's models, it's well.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That's understandable. Yeah. What else you been doing, man? I noticed you've been doing some painting and stuff as well.
Yeah.
What have you been working on?
Talking about Mitzen's models, I have actually been working on Mitzen's models, so they're finished.
And
No, not
and they
all
look
of them.
great.
Like, three of them are finished now.
You showed me a work in progress of the guy with the wings on his head and whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is.
Asriel.
But it looks amazing. Like, that's seriously one of my favourite models you've done. Not because, you know, you should paint Dark Angels, but I really like Dark Angels, so there's a lot of bias there. And they just look good. There's a lot of flavour to them. I really enjoy it, so.
Yeah.
And you're killing it. Like, all the skills you've learned with your textures and your painting and, like, making cloaks look good and stuff, like, it really shows on those models more than, say, it does on your Dark Angels.
Blood Angels.
You know? I'm not taking Blood Angels, sorry, whatever.
Yeah,
They're all
it's
angels, I don't know.
it's definitely been one of those things that I've been I know Mitzen told me not to experiment, but I did. So on this cloak I did like glazing with washes, like a little bit thinned down washes to create shadows on the cloaks. So it's
really lucky Mitzen's not your real dad and you did what you wanted to do because they look great.
Yeah. Well, he was happy with it, so that's all good. So you'll just have to wait a couple more years for the other two.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And besides that, I have printed a Godzilla model, which looks amazing, and I'm super excited for.
Are you gonna get into that with your airbrush? Like, is that airbrush territory?
Yes, definitely. Airbrush and dry brush,
And dry
basically, and then just doing glow effects with the airbrush again. So
You know what I was thinking? What you should do is print a massive plasma flame coming from his mouth as well.
yeah, I could see that. And
Just
put
saying.
LEDs in it. Yeah, well, it's put together
Yeah.
already, so I'm not doing that now. So, but yeah, I the idea has been there to do LEDs and everything, but I just wanted to do like a quick print and do a quick paint job on it, and it just
Welcome to Knights of the Wasted Hobby Potential table.
All right, that's me out for today. Bye, guys.
You know, it would have been great when you just wheeled away then if you had him like fallen backwards on your seat. That's me out.
Yeah. Elevators away. Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Oh, it's cold.
Yes.
That's cool.
So my project for now is I took out the orc terrain from the Kill Team box, which I bought like probably a year and a half ago. So I'm gonna paint that up. So I want to get rid of it, and it's a lot of terrain, but I'll just dry brush the whole fucking shit and get it out so that's done. It'll just be a huge.
But
pile
get rid of it. Do you mean like get rid of it from your pile, or get rid of it like in general?
Get rid of it out of my pile so it's painted, and I can put miniatures on it in my cabinet and have like sort of scenery with the cabinet in the cabinet. So
That's what I got going on. I don't know if you can see there on my desk, but there's something there.
oh yeah, okay.
It's a big tower thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be cool. Cool. How about you, man? Like, tell me a little bit about what you've been up to.
I've had so much going on, so I'll get to the 3D printer stuff. But first, let me tell you about my latest fish adventure.
Oh,
No one's dead. Everyone's alive still. Since the last episode, we haven't lost anyone. Very good sign. However, the other day I woke up at 7 a.m. to take Tara to work, which is, as everyone knows, about an hour or two after my bedtime, so you can imagine my mental state. Anyway, I walked to the back door to close it, let Danny out to the toilet. On the way is one of my large fish tanks. On the floor is water.
oh,
I'm like, why is there water on the floor? So I start looking around. My tank with my African cichlids in it has sprung a slow leak in the front, like sort of the front left side. And it's not a heap, but it's enough that's like dribbled along the tiles and pulled up on one side. Fuck me. So I take Tara to work, I come home, 2 hours sleep. 2 hours sleep. I set up another fish tank because I had a spare tank, which I call algae tank because it always gets lots of algae because it's really scratched.
yeah.
But it holds water, so I start loading that up with stones and whatever and getting it ready to run. Drain the other fish tank. This takes me like 2 hours in total.
Yeah.
And then, that day I ended up getting the fish back in that tank. So now that one's been drained completely. And it's sitting in my lounge room, smelling like old fish water, I'll have you know, because I can't move it on my own.
Yeah.
So, until that dries out, my lounge room's going to smell bad. Anyway, all the fish are alive. I bought a new fish. I bought it's called a gold severum. It's about the size of a 50-cent coin at the moment. And he's in with my other fish, who's about 4 times the size, and they get on great.
Oh, they do.
They're buddies, because he's like a junior golden version of him, you know?
Yeah.
He's just like a very similar species of fish, and it's just working.
Oh, that's good.
So, so the big one, the big green one, his name's Vulcan. So I'm thinking I'm going to call the other yellow one that's quite similar Dawn.
yeah.
Because that's quite funny to me.
Oh, that was cute.
So, yeah. So, that's the fish tank shenanigans. Besides that, everyone's good, everyone's healthy. Fighter fish tank is going great. I have so many leaves growing on my fish tank.
Yeah.
On my plants. Next up, been working on some terrain, which you can see over there.
I mean, I can.
Pretty cool.
No.
Oh, it's there.
Like I said,
It's in the work in progress thing.
I can, but not everybody.
Whatever. Anyway, it was in the work in progress thing. It's nothing impressive. It's just a dick shaped thing. I don't know what it is. It is. It's my imperial cock. Anyway. So yeah, I did that. I haven't really done much actual modeling because, as you said, my 3D printer arrived.
Hey.
So I started printing some stuff with that. It took me about a day to figure out how to level the bed on the thing because mine's a PLA extrusion printer. So it's got like this weird it's a whole thing. But I got it done. And I got it dialed in. I printed my first two test prints. They turned out great. You know. And then I did Super Nintendo cartridge holder. Like it's like a 5-tier one that I can slot them all into, which I'm going to replace all of my Super Nintendo area up on my shelves there with those. So that's pretty cool. Then I printed out an Oni skull, like from the Trivium album Silence in the Snow.
Yeah.
Which is looking really cool. So just been sanding and priming and, working on that because I want to learn how to get that really smooth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, because, like, if I can't smooth a skull, how the fuck am I supposed to smooth a Mando helmet?
Exactly.
I also printed a massive honey pot like this. Like, about 25 centimeters tall by about 20 wide.
Yeah.
For Tara, it's like it's a Winnie the Pooh one because she loves Winnie the Pooh. But I don't know how to do supports properly because I was using Lychee Slicer, and Lychee Slicer doesn't let you do custom supports. So there ended up being about a good third of it being infill and supports inside the honey pot. So trying to rip out all this PLA, it's been so labor intensive in that way. You know what I mean? Like just because it's not right. So me and Tara were talking about it, and I'm like so keen. You know how I get, like raring to go.
Yeah.
I'm about to print a Mando helmet, and she's like, babe, until you figure out your supports and how to do it economically, print small things.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what, you're right. So my next project, I'm going to print a small Mando helmet and do the supports myself. And if that works out, then I know I can start looking at Mando helmets and shoulder pieces and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
But besides that, it's been going really well. Nothing's gone catastrophically wrong yet.
Well, it has for me.
Was there a catastrophe?
Something like that, yeah. Like, like with resin printing, it's basically all a liquid, and you have like a plastic sheet protecting your screen, yeah.
Protecting.
And yeah, like if there's like a little piece of hardened resin between the build plate and the FEP ore, well, it's basically gonna squish it through the plastic sheet onto the screen. If you're really bad luck, you crack your screen. That didn't happen though, but it did sprung a leak in the plastic sheet. And mind you, that was like my 4th print or something. So yeah, so
lesson learned.
Yeah, make sure that you clean out your tank every time. But we'll talk more about printer stuff in another episode. Yes, exactly. It feels like it's we've gotten a lot of experience through it, and we'll
that's right.
We'll get more into the nitty and gritty of it later.
And before anyone says anything, yes, I know student TM is a Lawhammer thing, but I'm sure Mark wouldn't mind me using it.
For this specific case, I think it's fine.
Nah, Mark loves me, it's fine. We're boys.
Oh.
Anyway. Every time I say anyway, I feel like Jeremy Clarkson. Yes.
Anyway.
Anyway, back to the studio.
Great.
Obi.
Yes.
We have a tier list to do.
Oh, okay.
But before we do that, I'm actually going to look up what the tier list ratings are because I don't remember.
Wait, we have to put things in the list?
I'm actually going to do it physically. That's a lot of effort.
Oh my lord. That's
okay.
A lot of work.
Well, yeah, that's sort of what we're doing. So we have S being the best. A, B, C, and D. I think we're going to leave E and F out, because if you're a D, you just suck anyway, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we need to go that far. Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway, let's kick it off.
All right. Who do you want to place into D then? Or just
Well, I think that before we do that, I think we just go one by one through them, and we assign them to where we think.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
That's what I think. I think so. Now, salamanders.
Well,
Yeah. Salamanders. What do you know about salamanders?
well, do you like to put things on fire?
Yeah, they took that one Prodigy song very seriously.
Yes, a little bit too far even. Like, yikes. They'll burn everything on its path. However...
But, I don't know about you. So these guys, their main color is it's like green, right? Not Dark Angel's green, like a bit brighter.
Yeah.
Sort of mid green. Lots of reptile regalia. Their skin is like
pitch black.
Ultra ash dark black.
Yeah.
With red eyes, because they have like some fucking radiation shit going on their home planet. They're really cool, and the thing I like about salamanders is they're actually like the least dickish of all the Space Marines. Like, they will actually take into account like civilian casualties and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like most Space Marines are like, we don't care, just like feed them to the meat grinder.
Yeah.
You know? So I really like that.
Yeah, definitely.
You know. Their Primarch is Vulcan. My fish is named after him. He has a big hammer and lots of dinosaur scales. To be honest, I don't know about you, I personally think salamanders are A tier. They're pretty cool.
I think I would put them there as well. But when you look at their miniature range, they have 2 miniatures. It's like...
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Well, let's put them... Let's put them in B tier. Not because they're not an awesome chapter, but because they need more love.
Exactly.
So,
like, they definitely...
James Workshop, give them some fucking models, man. Because we don't want to have to get our Swedish friends to 3D print us reptile things just to have fucking salamanders, alright? Like, hook us up, give us specific boxes and shit. It's not fair.
Yeah.
Why don't we have dinosaur helmets, guys? Why?
Yeah. I mean, you could say, like, for example, in the new 10th edition box, they have, like, the Flamer unit. Like, they would fit perfectly as salamanders. But give us, like, some more upgrade sprues or whatever. They have 1 Primaris upgrade sprue and 2 miniatures. It's ridiculous.
Hey, you know what gets me is the fact that they'll release an Ultramarines fucking lieutenant or captain every 6 months. But they can't be bothered to just give us a box of standard fucking Primaris Marines that are specifically
for a chapter.
Salamanders.
Yeah.
Just, like, why don't we have that? Why doesn't each chapter, like, main chapter, have just a box that has all the upgrade sprues you could need? You know, some of the models come naturally with, like, the regalia of their chapter.
Yeah.
You know, I think that would be a very good way forward. And I know it's not the cheap way, but, like, why bother sculpting more of the same shit? People don't need 50 lieutenants in their army.
No.
You know what I mean? Or give us a damn Salamanders lieutenant. No one would complain if we got Salamander lieutenants, you know?
Yeah.
No one. We'd be like, cool. They got 3 models now. Good work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I would definitely put them in B tier just because the lack of models on these guys.
Selection.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like,
lorically,
lorically
A. Personality,
definitely A.
Maybe even close to S. I think they're really cool guys.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but B tier in terms of armies I would choose because of that.
Yeah.
You know, unless I was a total rogue that under 3D printer and I just said fuck James Workshop and 3D printed all the wildest shit.
Yeah.
You know. Alrighty, so on to the next one. So the next one is... do you want to read it out?
Sure, the
Read it
Death
out,
Watch.
Yeah, so these guys, they're like the Night's Watch from Game of Thrones, but from space.
For
Like
space.
literally, if you've watched Game of Thrones, like Jon Snow when he goes to the wall and shit, he goes to the Night's Watch. That's more or less what the Death Watch is.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's a penance thing, right? Like the Sisters Repentia. Like you fucked up,
Yeah,
you have to do this much time in the Death Watch
but it's
to maybe
also
redeem yourself.
also an honor thing in a way. Like
Is it?
yeah, you can sign up to do it freely, or you get like recruited to join, like just randomly picked. And of course, if you feel like you want to do something else, like just go out of the chapter for a bit and join the Death Watch. It's still an honorable.
Or if you
thing
get
to do.
betrayed by one of your Ultramarine buddies at the end of a great video game.
Yes, poor Titus. Yeah, no,
Poor Titus.
they're a good chapter, and I think sadly
They don't do it for me.
yeah, no, I mean, the only difference between them is they're just your standard Marines. They paint their armor black. They keep one shoulder pad of the original chapter just to honor the chapter, and then they have one kind of cool left.
It's got like a lot of
left
letters
hand.
and stuff on it, right?
Yeah, it got
Like,
letters,
all...
and it's basically a metallic color on their left hand, and that's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And how hard is it to get those shoulder pads? Are they in the same shit show as Salamanders?
the solar pads, they're not even. Yeah, there's a Death Watch upgrade set, and I think that's not even Primaris. That's Firstborn stuff. So you're fucked. So
yeah, Death Watch is fucked. I don't know, man. For me, I think they're pretty C tier.
pretty
I don't like
average.
them anywhere near as much as the Salamanders. Like they're
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And not dissing if you do like them, but just like, eh.
It would be a cool game. Like if you would do like a Space Marine game, it would be a way to make a storyline really awesome. Just
like an RPG?
honestly, no. Like you could do like Dark
Like
Tide,
a video game.
like Dark Tide, basically. Just
Like a video
do
game,
Space
yeah.
Marines, and then you could be from your own specific chapter. You know, you could choose your own chapter, your own weapons and skills and loadout. A bit like playing Space Marine, but in the Dark Tide way of doing it.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
That could be a cool way to
Yeah.
get them more out there, because they're not one of the more well known chapters. So
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, so what you reckon C tier?
C, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I wouldn't put them D. They're not bad. Yeah.
No, they're not bad. Just I don't know.
Yeah.
Their miniature range is a little bit more expansive than the Salamanders, at least, but it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
enough. Like if you're gonna make a whole army
Yeah.
of these guys, you're gonna do a lot of converting.
Yeah, but it's like, did you ever play Tekken back in the day? And they had that tree character that took everyone else's moves. What was his name? Like Mokujin or something? And it's like, he was okay, but he just stole everyone else's moves. He didn't have his own identity, and that's sort of how I feel about them.
Yeah.
They're like a super group. They're never as good as the original band, you know?
Oh, okay.
So the next one is the Grey Knights.
More like gay knights, am I right, Bixa?
Bixer knows. Bixer.
Oh yeah.
He has a shirt to prove it. Yeah. So the Grey Knights, they're not bad. They're basically demon hunters, right? They're like
Yeah.
if Doom Guy had a pretty chill cousin.
Okay, so if the Grey Knights, they're also Inquisition, like Inquisition controlled, but the Death Watch are also, but they're more like the well-known cousin. The Grey Knights are like the chapter that nobody is supposed to know about, and if you manage to see a Grey Knight, you probably won't remember that you've seen the Grey Knight. So
Yeah, the Grey Knights are the Men in Black of 40k.
yeah.
Like, if you see it, they do the whole like thing. I don't know if Will Smith works on that's unconfirmed, but you know,
Yeah. And they're all psychers.
That's what's going on.
That's kind of what the cool thing is about them, I guess. They're all psychers.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. They also do cool shit like seal demons and random shit and make them watch over their their fucking hall while they party and shit. Like just shit like that. They look a bit uptight, but they're actually kind of trolls, and I think they're cool.
Yeah.
I have a very big soft spot for Grey Knight Terminators.
Oh yes, especially the helmets.
yeah.
I love the helmets.
Yeah, and I think for me that's because when I first got into Warhammer, I didn't understand that Grey Knights weren't just an elite unit for standard Space Marines.
Yeah.
I thought they were like, you know what I mean? Like I thought it was like you do a Space Marine army and you can have some Grey Knights in it.
Ah.
And maybe that's how it was back then. I don't remember, but they used to come in just metal figures.
Okay.
And I had a couple back in the day, and they looked really cool. I was like, oh my god, Grey Knight Terminator is so cool. But I don't know if I realized they were a full army back then or not. But I remember I painted a couple.
Mm-hmm.
I did this, basically I painted them silver. Did a light blue wash over them to give them a really bluey grey sort of tint.
Yeah.
Yeah, old school. I don't mind them.
Yeah.
I think if they hurry up and do the whole they make them all upscale.
Yes.
Give us some proper tall ones.
Yes.
I think they're very much in I've got some Grey Knights in that box up there, and they look very squatty, and they're very much in need of a refresh.
Yeah,
You know?
they started with the Castellan Crow model, and he looks really good. But they need the upgrade. They need to be Primaris
Really badly.
a lot.
Really bad.
Yes, very much so.
They don't even need to be Primaris, they just need the upscale.
Yeah,
The armor
yeah.
can stay the same and everything. They just need to be bigger and look better.
Yeah, bulkier and
That's
stuff.
it.
Yeah. Highly
Yeah, exactly.
want some of the helmets just to do kit bashes with something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Those piercing blue eyes out of the Terminator helmets are just iconic.
Yeah.
Right.
Very cool.
But yeah. What do you think
Also,
we put these guys, Obi?
no, I just want to drop a mention to
Also-
the baby
also-
carrier
also-
because it's lame. It's lame as fuck. The baby carrier's childish.
I have one in the other room. I
Fucking
don't know what to
burn it.
do with it.
Either convert it to be a like a dreadnought or fucking
Truth be
throw it
told,
away.
what I was thinking about doing it was, you know how it has those really large arms?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about grafting them onto my Canis Rex Knight when I build it, and making it look like Goro. Like Goro.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I get it. Yeah. I don't know if it's the
It's
same
like a
scale
full-on
though,
thing.
because I think the Dreadnought isn't this big as a knight.
Maybe not, but surely we can make it work, you know?
Yeah. Well, probably.
We have the technology.
We have the plastic glue.
That's right, that's right. And the 3D printers.
Yes. That's especially what we have.
Yeah. Bro, I've had that box for years and it's still unopened.
Oh.
I haven't even looked inside of it.
I,
That's why I didn't buy the new box, because I'm like, nah, I have enough of the backlog.
fair enough.
Yeah, sweet. Alright, so next, guys.
Oh, did we put them in a tier yet?
Oh, we didn't. Yeah, right. I don't know. I guess I forgot about them like we're supposed to.
Yeah, never even mentioned them in the first place. Yeah, I don't know.
I think B.
I'd say
The models are really out of date.
C
Really
for the
fucking
miniatures. C for the miniatures, and A for the lore.
So we put them in B, I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon B, because, they have so much potential, but it's been left on the table.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could be the coolest army in 40k, or in the Imperium, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If they got a bit of love. You know?
Yeah, especially
Just
the
because, they're
upscale.
demon hunters.
Yeah.
You know? Why don't we give demon hunters cool shit? You should be.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
That being said, are they really that much of a threat if you're not a demon?
I mean, they're
The
still
Eldar
Space
care about
Marines,
Grey
dude.
Knights?
And they're still psychic.
I know
masters,
they are. I know
so...
they are. But what I mean is, like, would they even be deployed? Do you know
No,
what I mean?
no,
Like, would they
no.
even be sent to deal with Eldar?
No, they are specifically hunting like chaos, and they know it in advance, so they'll be sent out
Yeah.
to a place where they know that there'll be a demonic invasion or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, they won't
B.
be used for
I'm calling it
regular.
B.
Yeah, B. Okay, yeah, B. But C for the miniatures. They could use an upgrade.
Yeah, big fucking upgrade, like ASAP. ASAP. All right. So the next ones. I'll let you read them.
Imperial Fist.
Oh, these guys like it rough, man. They'll give you a big old fisty. Honestly, I don't know what they do. I think they build sandcastles or some shit. I don't know. Something about phalanxes, they're yellow. No one wants to paint them unless they're on an airbrush. Sometime.
It's basically it, right? I don't think that they don't have any specific miniatures either, I think.
No, they have a Lysander, don't they?
Nope.
Is that his name? Colonel Lysander or some shit?
Nope. They have Torgaddon. Torgaradon, sorry. That's it. And an Imperial Fist upgrade sprue, which looks silly.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's basically another army that has no miniatures.
What? Hold up. Captain Lysander. He is badass. Look that shit up.
Is he a GW model or is he Forge World?
Yeah. Oh, I think he is.
Nope, he's not on GW.
Maybe he's just old. Maybe he's dead.
Probably.
I don't know, man. But anyway, I remember reading about him in White Dwarves back in the day. No, you can still buy him. Darnath Lysander. He's a resin model, though.
Well, it doesn't look like
it doesn't exist anymore.
No.
There you go. It's gone.
Yeah.
They killed my boy.
They killed him.
Okay.
He's dead.
Okay. Do Imperial Fist still have the whole riot shield with the bolter thing out? Is that a thing? Or is that a 30k thing?
That's a 30k thing, yeah. The Breachers, you mean.
Okay, because that's cool as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, they should
Let's
have
put that
that
to 40K.
They should have that to 40k as well.
For sure they should.
Yeah.
That's cool as hell. Like, imagine if they made that functionally that, like, it moved really slowly across the battlefield, but it ignored a certain amount of shots or something like that as you pass along. So,
I mean, it could be like Stern Guard, Blade Guard veterans or something. Just like, having given the bolter and the shield in. So they,
Yeah.
They're starting
Cool
with
stuff.
doing more of the, with 10th edition, they're doing more of these revamps and primarification of the old style models. Like now you get the Stern Guard veterans, and now you have Primaris Terminators and everything. So it would make sense that they do Breachers at some point.
Yeah, I think they're basically getting rid of the term Primaris a bit, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're making it
Like,
flow together now. I think they realized their mistake with making Primaris.
Yeah, I have a friend. I'm not going to mention my name, but he's very close to a lot of people at GW there. He's a bit of a connection. He was saying that they're sort of just trying to move away, I think, a lot from the Primaris term.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is Primaris and this is not. And this one has to go through this to be a Primaris.
Mhm.
I think they're just starting to upscale shit and going, oh, he's just him,
Yeah,
Which I think people prefer.
exactly.
Because we never needed them to be Primaris. We just needed a new mark of armor.
Exactly. They just needed an upscale with a new style of armor, and
they could have given them those extra gene seed things. Like, no one would have really cared about that, but like, just the whole Primaris shoehorn thing was just a bit silly.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Just a bit silly.
a little silly. So, what do we know about the Imperial Fist besides that they like shields and fisting?
They're yellow, very yellow. And I actually really like them because, like, I like the color scheme because it's so striking to the eye.
Yeah.
Right, like an Imperial Fist armor when you see it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're one of those people that's like using a rattle can and then just painting with a brush, they are cunts. Because painting yellow is not easy.
Nope.
It can be done, but it's not easy.
No. Yeah.
You know, and the other thing is too, like you said, they got no models, man.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know?
The one of those armies that are also have been left behind. Like you're basically just making generic Marines again.
Yeah.
But yellow.
But yellow.
But yellow. Yeah.
And they're not even the best bananas in the fucking, like, Imperium, because the Custodes exist.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, look, they're pretty cool. I like Dawn. Dawn's pretty badass, like, their primer, but I don't know, man. I think the Imperial Fists, they leave a lot to be desired. And I think that they're actually quite overshadowed by their successor chapter that we'll talk about later. By one of the successor chapters.
Yeah. Exactly. I think Imperial Fist. I listened to I Am Slaughter, which is an Imperial Fist book, and it felt really boring. Like the stoic talking, the righteousness of them. I don't know. It didn't sit in the right boat for me.
Yeah.
It was just a little too much. I don't know. There was no human connection there with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know. C tier for me.
C tier? I think they get an A tier for their color scheme, but I think
if you can pull it off,
given their lack of models, given the lack of how much they get looked after, I think they're gonna have to be D tier.
Yeah. I mean, yes.
Like, I don't advise you to start Imperial Fists unless you're good at painting, unless you like having no models, and unless you really have an attachment to the lore. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't go, hey, you're new to Warhammer, you should probably try Imperial Fist. I just wouldn't.
Oh, no, I wouldn't advise Imperial Fist as a first army to anyone.
I don't dislike them, like, and I can always respect a well-done version of them.
Yeah.
But it's very hard to recommend to people.
Yeah.
So for me, I think D tier, man, to be honest.
Yeah, fair enough. I could agree there, to be honest, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, the only Imperial Fist I did, or Yellow Marine, was the miniature I made for Drunken, and, like, you need an airbrush for it to make it look good. You can't do it without anything else. So
hot tip though, if you are gonna do yellow, build up brown below it
or pink. I used pink.
Or pink. I used brown for my Dreadnought. I did.
Yeah.
Because you know how I had the Jurassic Park one with the green so the yellow under that has like Skag brown as a base coat.
Okay, yeah.
And it gave it quite a bit of warmth and a bit of dirt, you know?
Yeah.
So
fair enough.
Just a tip.
Just a
do
tip.
what you will with that. But don't just paint it straight over black. It's too opaque. It's not opaque enough of that.
Not over black, like at least prime it white or something. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Although I'd be eager to see how it goes with contrast and speed paints now.
Yeah.
Like if you painted it white, like do they have a good yellow yet?
They do. They do.
Lines? I don't know, but
they do actually.
I'm still putting it in D.
Yeah, definitely. Just because of miniature slack and the way they're written in the lore, just it's too bland, too boring.
I'm a firm believer too that if you're starting out modeling, it's okay to use contrast paints, but you shouldn't depend on them because you're not going to learn how to paint properly.
Exactly.
Just messing with contrasts.
Yeah, there's ways to do it properly, but like you still need to
get your foundations down.
Yeah,
get your foundations first. Learn base coat, mid-tone, highlight, washes.
Yeah,
you learn the basic way first. It'll make you a better painter.
Yep, agreed. So
Alright.
So the Iron Hands.
Okay. Who the fuck are these guys? Like more hands? Is this an Imperial hand job? What's going on? Secondarily,
I'm pretty sure these are the guys that receive the Imperial fisting.
Secondarily, you say Iron Hands to me, and I cannot think of what they look like, and that's very rare for me. Like you tell me Crimson Fist, I know who you mean.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, and they're not even a main chapter. I don't know who the fuck these guys are. Are they the silver guys?
They are indeed, but you can easily swap them out with the Iron Warriors, I guess. But
That's probably why I'm getting confused, because I don't know which is which.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically the same color scheme.
Iron Warriors Chaos?
Yes, the Iron Warriors are Chaos, and they have the Hazard Stripes. Which, I mean, you could also give the Iron Hands Hazard Stripes, right?
I'm actually Googling them right now, because I have no idea who the fuck these guys are.
I mean, just like any other Marines that we've talked about lately, the Iron Hands, guess what? They only have one miniature. And I don't even think they have an upgrade sprue, to be honest. That's how sad it is.
Right.
Oh, no, they have an upgrade sprue.
These guys are probably my least favorite color scheme I've ever seen in a Marine.
Yeah, they're just
It's
black
so
with metallic. Oh, no.
Dude, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even care. I'm automatically putting them in D tier.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who they are.
I mean,
they just suck.
They have potential because, like, their Primarch Ferrous Man is who? Spoilers, he dies in Book 3 of the Horus Heresy. But, like, come on. They have cool concept. They have Robotica that they work with. They replace their body parts with cybernetics. They have potential.
Are they quite closely tied with the Mechanicum?
Yeah, I think they are quite related to Mechanicum in a way, but like,
okay,
they could
Space
use so
Marine.
much more. Like, please do something with them, because they don't have anything.
Okay.
They just have one model. Like, why make
I...
more fucking Ultramarine captains or heroes when they have fucking 5 other chapters to pick from, make models for? Like, come on, G-Dubs.
Yeah.
It's lame.
I'm not a fan of them, and maybe that's not my fault. Maybe that's the creator's fault.
Yeah, but they don't get pushed forward like the Ultra base.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Maybe that's not my fault. Maybe that's G-Dub's fault.
Yeah.
In that regard, and like, to be fair, I'm not someone that bashes G-Dub, but I just think that when shit's disproportionate, like, we get all of 10th edition. Who's the fucking poster child yet again?
Yeah.
Ultramarines. Like,
they should not have been the
like,
poster boys.
It's not even the same Hive Fleet that attacked Macragge. Like, why didn't they at least, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's the Hive Fleet that attacked Ball. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. It's literally right there in front of you. You could have done any other chapter than fucking Ultramarines. Again.
Yeah.
No.
Again.
Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a D from me, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, sadly. Sadly, yes. D for me as well. Oh, my God. I didn't expect to get this riled up on an episode like this.
I did. Yeah, I can see your blood pressure's rose.
Maybe that's because we're getting to the Blood Angels, and there's a little bit of white thirst for Sanguinius here, so.
Are they those itchy cunts that play soccer with fucking Edward Cullen?
There we go. I forgot his name. I was gonna put Sparkly Fort Byers in there, but oh Lord.
Ew, just allow me to drink from my chalice for a moment before I shoot thee.
Yeah.
Nah, look, in fairness, I like Blood Angels. I don't like their basic color scheme.
Yeah, the red and black.
Like, yeah, I just think that they could be a bit. I don't know. I think that they could have a bit more pop to them.
That's why I went with
gold
scheme instead of black.
Yeah, I think that looks better, to be honest.
Yeah, like the standard Blood Angel color scheme is like, you got some gold in there, but put more gold.
Yeah.
Like, add more gold. The black is too much.
They're not bad, in terms of the color, but they do have quite a few models.
Yes, they do. Both from Maris and Firstborns.
Yeah, and they have Mephiston. Now, Mephiston's cool. I like him.
I also like Mephiston.
Badass. And Dante, he's the coolest Stormcast Eternal ever.
Well, I'm really happy they brought out a new model for him, because I got him. And I'm excited to do it.
You got him, don't you?
Yeah, I did. I got quite a lot of the Blood Angel miniatures, and I'm also doing a lot of kit bashing to make Sting's Blood Angels. Especially with the new box. I'm gonna attempt to at least put like a Blood Angel shoulder pad on everything. we'll see how it goes because they managed to do shoulder pads on the things. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay. I think I need to buy some Tyranids so I can keep doing my because I have one of those walkers.
Yeah.
Not the Dreadnought, the other guy with like the cage on the front.
Okay.
And I don't know if you remember, but I posed him so he's like mid-fall.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make a Tyranid scratching at the front and like make him like being overrun by Tyranids.
Okay. I
So
could
I need to
send
buy a
you.
box of Termagants.
I could send you my bits, I guess, if you want them from my box.
Nah, I'm gonna need 4 models for it. But
Okay.
I'm gonna need a couple, so I'll just buy a box.
Oh yeah.
Unless you have spare Tyranid Warrior swords. You know the swords?
Mhm. No.
If you have spares of those, or even Termagant like wrist blades, I want to turn those into some knives and daggers and shit for my guys. So
Oh, yeah, that's
see,
cool.
so I'll just buy a box. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay,
Anyway.
Cool. Yeah, Blood Angels
Anyway,
though, not
sidetrack.
Tyranids.
Blood Angels, Blood Angels, not bad, good size.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I have a soft spot for the Blood Angels, not because they're super cool, but because I have read The Devastation of Baal and I've read Dante, and I like Dante. I think it's a really good story. I think Sanguinius is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I like him. He was my favorite son before he was Sloon. Anyone that's seen the picture of Drunken as Horus, Obi as Sanguinius, and me as the Emperor, they understand this joke.
Yeah. Yeah, like their
Classic,
range is
classic.
at least above average. They got more models than other people do. They have some librarians. You could make a pretty diverse squad with strictly Blood Angel miniatures. You got
Yep. And you can proxy in Stormcast as well, like for some of the models.
the Sanguinary Guard.
like there's the Sanguinors. Is that they are?
Sanguinary Guard.
Sanguinary Guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like if you want to get really creative in that way, you could do that too, and they would not look out of place.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, really cool miniatures. A little creepy that they modeled toes on their boots, but whatever.
Yeah, actually, that's fucking disgusting. I hate toes.
Yeah,
I would
don't
be
look at the
covering
new
those
Dante
in green
model
stuff
though.
immediately. I would be covering those with green stuff immediately.
Yeah, don't look
if I
at
get a
Dante.
Dante model, I'm putting Stormcast feet on it. Like, they had the pointy toes, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, they also have the Death Company, which is like, well, black space marines with red accents, so
Yeah.
you could
They also had the...
yeah.
Then they had the guys that, like, have lost their brain as well. Like, you're going nuts.
Yeah, that's the Death Company.
Yeah. That's the Death Company?
Yeah, they're basically
Yeah,
just
they're basically, like, light corn berserkers, right? But without the heresy.
yeah, well, you could say that they're bordering heresy on this point, to be honest. Come on.
That's why they're going out to die for the Emperor.
Yeah, they have to redeem themselves for the Emperor. Emperor!
That's right.
Alright, which tier would you put
Emperor.
these guys in, though?
Man, I don't know if I can put them quite in S tier.
No. I'd put them in A.
But then again, who would go in S tier? You know what I mean?
Oh, wow!
Oh, right. Who
That's actually a question I didn't even consider. Like,
Maybe they have to be S tier.
yeah, I think maybe they have to, because who else are we gonna put in there? The Space Wolves?
You know? Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking.
Huh? Not wolves.
Alright, they can be S tier.
Yeah, there we go. There's no bias here
Only
at all.
because we're biased. You
What?
know,
No bias here. They're S tier. They're S tier. Shut up. They're S tier. That's good. Okay. Yeah, I mean, come on. They have more than average models. They have good lore, established characters. So,
Everyone likes red.
yeah, red and gold looks good. Red and black also looks
Exactly. Raven Guard.
Raven Guard.
Emos of the... Nah, I don't like that, to be honest. I think they're really cool, man. If you ever look at pictures of their Conrad, their fucking Primarch,
Yeah.
when he had the long hair, he looks like Nathan Explosion.
Yes!
And I love that. So I'm a big Raven Guard fan.
They should just have him like a
Um,
lot more beefy because he's just like a skinny, old, scrawny guy.
Yeah.
They should beef him up.
Yeah, I think the Raven Guard is super fucking cool though, man. Like I love their style.
Yeah.
The whole feathers and raven effects and
Yeah.
the fact that they love their assault marines. Like we need jump jets on Primaris, by the way. With wings.
I was hoping they would come out with this launch box, because Tyranids and Space Marines. It could have been Blood Angels. They could have had Primaris Sanguinary Guard
Yeah.
and
yeah.
new Terminators. Come on, oh my lord!
And lightning claws.
Exactly. Come on, it was so obvious. Like,
Yeah, give us lightning claws back. Look, I think Raven Guards are cool. I don't know if you know, but my Space Marine chapter that I've got, my Jurassic Park ones, they culturally they are a lot like the Spaceballs, like they're Vikings basically mentally,
okay.
but they are actually and I use Spaceball for rules, but in lore, I've made them a Raven Guard successor chapter.
Okay. I get that.
Because Spaceballs can't have successor chapters too well. They barely have them. So I went with Raven Guard because I'm like, well, ravens are close to raptors.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean,
So it makes the most sense. Yeah. So I like the Raven Guard a lot.
Yeah.
But how many models do they have, Obi?
A full number of 1 with a upgrade sprue for the Primaris. So I mean they got an upgrade sprue, but come on. More miniatures. Same fucking thing. Stop.
And I do have to deduct their colour scheme's a bit average. They're just black.
Yeah. But it kind of
bit of
fits
white and red,
with them being stealthy though. Like
it does.
Like the Iron
does.
Hands black is just bland. But if you're doing like something
Yeah.
stealthy like these guys, you kind of want it to be like a color that's easy.
Yeah.
Well, shadowy.
I would have liked to have seen them use more midnight tones, dark purples perhaps, or like blue,
You mean
You know what I
Night
mean, like-
Lords?
or kind of, but not Batman. Anyway, I think they're pretty cool. So I mean, personally, I think and just for the record, as far as I know, their Primarch was we think he's a giant raven demon at the moment, right? Like in the warp, trying to eat someone. Another Primarch, is that correct?
I don't even know, but there's
I
rumors
think
about
I don't know if it's 100% true, but it's been rumored. I think that
yeah.
that Corvus Corax is now a raven demon. I think he's trying to eat fucking. Is it Erebus or Lorgar? I think it's Lorgar he's after. Don't quote me. I'm not a lore expert, but I'll have to ask Mark. He knows things.
Yeah, especially about Primarchs. He loves Primarchs.
Yeah, that's why Mark puts the name like the Mark in Primarch. Thanks, Mark.
Space Mark. Yeah, he definitely put his mark
Space
on
Mark.
me.
Oh, baby.
So,
Look, I would put these guys at S if they had
miniatures.
a better color scheme and some more models. I'm putting them at A.
I'd put them in B.
Alright, so what do we do then?
Uh,
What do you think? A or B? A or B?
We don't have any in A yet.
Alright.
So,
Don't we? Not one?
Salamanders for the lore wise.
They're going A.
Okay.
I'll fight you for it.
Good. Only if we can come in agreement for the next ones to be in S shit
S tier.
Like shit. Like absolute fucking dog shit.
S tier. As in, we'll slap your bitch ass home.
As in, they're literally dogs. You know who it is.
Yes. Unleash the dogs of war.
No, like Chihuahuas.
Chihuahua.
Well,
Wait, you can tell you're not Australian because we would have said Chihuahua.
Chihuahuas. Oh, okay.
Chihuahuas.
It's terrible.
Anyway, Spaceballs.
Yeah. You know it. They're dogs.
look, we did a whole episode on these guys. You know I like them, but I have my issues with the lore.
What do you mean you don't like wolves riding on wolves?
No, it's dumb as hell. But, admittedly, their miniatures have flavor. Like, no one else is light blue. They're a very distinctive color, right? No one else looks like they're cosplaying as Santa when their helmets are off. Right? And no one else has wolves. So, like, they do have a bit of their own thing, and they have quite a few models.
Yeah, that they
Like, they have Bjorn the Fellhanded, they have Logan Grimnar, they have, Old Mate Blackmane, what's his name? I don't know, I have him in the room.
However,
They got a lot.
yeah. However, I
They got
would
quite
say
a few.
they do suffer a little bit from the non-Primaris again here.
They do.
They're
Yes.
starting
But-
to get stuff, but they could use
Here's
more.
hoping that they will upgrade that since there is those characters there already.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, and they have one thing that no one else has, which is Santa's sleigh.
Yeah. Honestly, man, I want to see somebody do Logan Grimnar as Santa.
You know what I want to do, right?
It has to be
Remove the wolves. Place the raptors.
done.
the sleigh. You get where I'm going?
Yeah, I do.
Isn't that a great idea?
Oh my lord.
And like all of his wolf's pelts, I'll just put a thin layer of green stuff over and turn them into scales. You know?
Okay. I can see it happen.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It'd be a big project, but I'm down for it.
they need
Look,
more Primaris models though.
They do. But they look good. They're actually a really good place to start, I think.
Yeah.
If you're new to 40k and you don't want to do Ultramarines. Like,
Yeah.
there's enough models for them.
Yeah.
They get enough attention, they're in enough books, and they are badasses.
Also
Like,
furries,
they are.
but
Yeah, but they're also badasses. Would you fuck with a furry? You would end up doing a struggle snuggle inside that fursuit? I don't think so.
No, it's sticky and warm.
That's right. So even if they win by virtue of being gross, they still win.
Yeah. Okay, I
If
do
it wasn't
like
for you here,
blue.
if it
light
wasn't for
red
you
one.
here and the shit lore
Mm.
that Space Wars have with like just being overly wolfy and not Viking enough,
Yeah.
I would put them in S. However, I think they're an A.
Yeah. Like they have really cool miniatures, and for
Yeah.
example the dreadnoughts, they have fucking axes and shields, or really
Yep, they have
Thunder
frost
claws.
weapons, which is cool.
I mean,
You know,
it's the. I know it's weird to say it that they have wolves, but they actually do have wolves, and it's one of the only armies that actually can deploy animals. Yeah.
but I think that it's unique to them.
Yeah,
and that's cool.
Yeah, they're very
we
unique.
need more of that cool shit.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, I'm not taking that away. They're very unique models. They have flavor, even if it's a
And I
furry
think
flavor.
As far
Sorry.
as the whole furry thing goes, I forget those people exist a lot of the time. So I don't even think about that. I see Vikings.
Yeah.
And I think it is a bit of confirmation bias. Like, if you're looking for furries, you're probably going to find furries.
Well,
So,
I mean the cloaks it's there, so you could say the
Yeah, but
same
that's
about
badass, dude.
salamanders with being
but
scaly.
if you look at you know, you go to a Viking reenactment, they're all wearing fur pelts and shit like that. Like, that's a thing.
Yeah, I know.
They did it for warmth. They live on Fenris. You know what I mean? Like, or they did. I don't know what's going on there with the law, but my point is they're from a cold place.
Yeah.
They want fur.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. Yeah. No, it's I agree. A tier definitely.
A tier.
Yes.
A tier.
Good.
The next one is the big problem. And
Are we addressing the problem?
I think they are the problem with Space Marines. No. And I mean this seriously. So we're talking about Ultramarines, right? Now, I don't think the Ultramarines are a bad chapter. I don't think there's anything wrong with playing Ultramarines. But I think that Ultramarines are ruining 40k.
Yep.
Because, like, I'm very much a rising tide lifts all ships, right? So let's not just lift up the Ultramarines. Let's lift all the armies equally a bit, right? So everyone gets what they, like, cool shit.
Yeah.
Even if you want to make them your poster child, that's fine.
Mm.
But, like, why does every model have to be a fucking Ultramarine, bro? I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
Sick of it.
Like, even just browsing the website and selecting any other army than Ultramarines, what you'll get is an army list of Ultramarines, and it's not what I want. I get that they can't paint every model in the colors of said army. I mean, they could. They get paid for it, but I mean, come on. It's just get over the Ultramarines. Do something else.
Yeah, that being said, like, they are a cool chapter, lorically. Like, I think they're the epitome of what a Space Marine chapter is supposed to be.
Yes.
You know, like they are the poster boys for a reason.
Yes.
I think Gilliman's really cool. It's a badass model.
Yes.
But I think that the overexposure... Put it this way. People I know that don't know much about 40k know that Ultramarines are overdone.
Yeah. Because it's all that is pushed out for Warhammer.
And, like, the thing is, like, okay, Ultramarines aren't bad, but, like, why aren't we showing people Blood Angels? Why aren't we showing people Salamanders? Why aren't we showing people Raven Guard? Like, and getting those people in as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like, a lot of people look at that sort of pristine, non-grimdark, Roman-esque thing.
Yeah.
And they're either into it or they're not into it. And a lot of them don't know enough about 40k to know that that's just one type of Space Marine chapter.
Yeah. Because you look...
That's the aesthetic.
Yeah.
I get it.
If you're a new guy coming into Warhammer and you're looking at it and it's just basically... They're shoving so much Ultramarines down your throat that it's like... I don't know if I even like these. So you just look at other factions. It's just like... They're a gateway to Warhammer. But it's a gateway that you kind of want to ignore because they're just too much there. And you could focus on the other armies that make this game great. Like, come on. It's just...
But the problem is, like, if you don't go Ultramarines, you gotta deal with the fact that your guys get a release every 25 years. You know, and, like...
Yep.
So, like, I understand why people do it, but at the same time, like, let's share this out a bit more. Right? Like, let's do one Ultramarines release a year, and then everything else is shared out amongst the other characters.
Yeah.
Like, the other chapters. You know?
Yeah.
Like, why don't we have an Imperial Fist box set? Like, in a story thing. You know what I mean? Why don't we have the Blood Angels on Leviathan?
Yeah.
Because they should be.
Yeah.
Lorically, they should be.
Yeah. I mean, or
they
just...
should all have beautiful Primaris armor. Dante should be in there.
Yeah.
Ready to fight those fucking guys. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing, like, when you're introducing a new Space Marine model, don't show it off as an Ultramarine. You could paint it as in any other chapter and show it as that first, and then show us the Ultramarine. You could...
Yeah.
So
But
many ideas.
You know what it's equivalent to? It's equivalent to somebody asking you about heavy metal and you only showing them Disturbed. Right? Like, Disturbed are a perfectly good band, right?
Yeah.
But they're very safe. You know what I mean? They're very safe.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, whereas, like, that band might not hit for them. Try showing them Korn. Try showing them Sleep Token. Try showing them Ghost. Show them a myriad of things. But when it's only Disturbed and that's the only album you have, that's a hard sell.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just think that we would hit more bases in terms of new people to the hobby if we showed them how much other cool shit there is to enter.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's like, even just like our Astra Militara, like the actual guard.
Yeah.
Show Guard more.
Yeah.
We only ever see Guard as the henchman getting fucking ruined until Space Marines saved them.
Yeah.
What? What? Like, okay, Dark Tide was a good step for sure.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm just saying, like, come on, share that spotlight. It's a big spotlight now. Everyone's looking now.
Yeah.
Warhammer is very fucking mainstream now.
Exactly.
Let's do this shit, you know?
Yeah, like, I talked to a lot of people about Warhammer, and they're like, oh yeah, I've heard of it, but I've never really gotten into it. So it's like, people know about Warhammer, so use the wider platform to draw more people in, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... You know, and we will move on to the next one soon, we will decide it here, but the thing about it is that, like, Ultramarines only appeal to one demographic, whatever that is, right? The Ultramarine demographic. Show the other shit, right? It's like trying to go, oh, let's go to a restaurant. What do they serve? Only one type of food.
Yeah.
No other flavors. No, it's just that one thing. It's like, why would I go there? I'm going to go over here where it's an all you can eat and have whatever the fuck I want that day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, show people what else is on that serving platter because it's such a rich platter.
Yeah.
It's such a rich game with so many cool factions. Show them.
Yeah.
Show them in your box sets that are in the windows.
Yeah.
Show them in your ads that are on YouTube and or your influencers are getting. Like, you know?
Yeah. So let's move on.
That being said, I can't diminish how important the Ultramarines are. And how cool some of this shit is. Manius Kalgar literally punches his way out of every situation.
Yeah, well,
hilarious.
He also ripped the head off a fucking Khorne. What's it called? Lord of Skulls. So, their plot armor is a little too thick.
Plot armor, but kind of fun.
It's
I don't hate the Ultramarines, but I'm sick of seeing their fucking blue heads. So, I think personally that they should be C tier. Because they are the standard, they are the everywhere, and that's their average. They'll never be anything more than average until they stop being rammed down our throats.
Yep. Okay.
I think.
Alright, fair enough. C tier it is.
Sure. Is it C? Didn't I just say B?
You said C.
I know.
It's
Did
C.
I? Okay, I meant B. B.
No.
B's average.
No, that's pushing it. I was going to put them in D.
C. You reckon?
C.
I don't think they're D tier by any means. They have so many models, they're easy to paint.
Yeah.
You know, they're a very good beginner army.
Yes.
I don't think they fulfill those criteria.
Yeah, fair enough. C.
I think B or C. You're happy with C? Okay, well, it's going to have to be C, guys, or I'm going to need to find a new co-host.
Yes.
I did okay with Spaceballs, guys, but I'm not willing to fight him on this one. What did we even put Spaceballs as? Was it A?
Yes, A.
It was A, wasn't it?
As much as it hurts me.
Cool. Well, when your competition is the Ultramarines.
Honestly, yeah, compared to the Ultramarines, they're fucking S tier, definitely.
You didn't even see it. I just put them as C tier, as A tier real quick.
I
You
did.
just left it there.
Oh, Lord.
Alright. So, who's next?
Do you like to go fast?
I do.
Yes. Then you also like to
I
go.
do.
Then you also love to paint white, right?
Yeah, of course. Look, it's the White Scars.
Yes.
These guys are basically the cunts that you would ask to get you a pie from 7-Eleven. They're your friend that's taking too much meth that day. They're like, hey, bro, go on the stairs there, you want anything? And you go, yeah, bro, just give me a Travelers pie. They go, no worries, bros. They go get you a Travelers pie. That's these guys. But they're kind of Mongolian at the same time, so...
Yeah.
Now I wish my 7-Eleven sold Mongolian beef. Anyway.
Oh.
These guys are cool, man. Painting white sucks, though.
Yep. Oh, look at that.
And I don't think they have many models either.
Look at that.
you know?
They have one model.
Yeah, look, I like the White Scars a lot. I
Yes.
think they're really cool.
Yes.
But I wish that they leaned more into the Mongolian thing. Like, all of them should have those cool curved Mongolian style swords.
Yeah.
Like, they should have that as a option for their commanders.
Yeah. They should
Power
have
form.
a fucking bike
They should have unique
squad.
bikes.
Come on. If you're gonna do an
Not only that,
army...
they should have their own unique bikes.
Exactly. It's the same with the Imperial Fist. They should have a Breacher Squad. It's the same with with the Raven Guard. They should have a Jump Pack unit. It's just, come on, please.
It's such an obvious deal that separates them as Marines, right?
Yeah.
Like, your White Scars are nowhere near the same as your Blood Angels if you can have a shitload of cool, unique bikes.
Exactly.
In the same way that your Space Wolves are nothing like your Blood Angels because you have Wolves.
Exactly.
And Frost Axes. Yeah. Lean into it.
Yeah.
Or don't bother having them.
Exactly.
You know?
I don't want to paint just a
I like the White
color
Scars.
Ultramarines. Yeah.
I like the White Scars. And I like that Zakati Khan just basically didn't betray the Emperor because... Not because he believed in the Emperor's cause or anything like that. He's just like, well, I'm loyal, so no.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's all there is. Like, I'm working for this guy. He's my dad, so fuck off.
Yeah.
That's it. And I like that simplicity, because that's very much me. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
No, I'm over here. Bye. You know, like, there's no question about it. So, I like that.
Yes. Yeah, they're good guys, but need more miniatures.
I think B tier.
B tier. A if they have more miniatures.
Yep. Just quickly though, have you seen the cool artwork of the Primaris White Scar, where he's got his bike skidded out and it's got like White Scars written in the Akira font? Have you seen that?
No.
Do you know the Akira poster, like from the anime movie? The really iconic one with the bikes and skidded out in front of the guy?
Yeah.
So it's that, but someone's put a white scar there and it looks really cool.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no,
I really like that picture.
Yeah, that's a really cool picture.
So B tier, but bonus points for that cool picture, whoever made that.
Yeah.
Come on the podcast, tell us about your art. Anyway. B.
Yes.
B. For big old bikes. Give us a unique bike, guys.
Big old beans.
Come on. I would like it if they gave them a more streamlined bike. Like, almost with a cowl on the front, like a road bike.
Yeah.
With, like, bolters hanging out. Do you know? Not like the open wheel design, like with, like, a... Even if it's a blocky cowl, but just, like, a pointed one, so it's, like, aerodynamic and faster, and, like, that would be cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Just, like,
bigger range
only they
and
can
stuff
have
like
that.
that.
Yeah. That would be cool as shit.
Yeah. Alrighty.
But for the record, G-Dub, these are all free suggestions. Have fun.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. On us.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Alright. Who are the next guys, Obi? What are the names?
Well, they are the Black Templars.
Yeah, so they're like that one ultra-religious dude that you encounter that seems pretty nice, but you probably wouldn't trust him near a playground. They're very, very, very zealous.
Yes.
Now, I don't know what a Black Templar would do near a playground, but I guarantee you it would end in killing heretics. Little Jimmy's ham sandwich wouldn't be safe on that day, because he'd get a power sword through it. The Black Templars are cool. They are very knightly. I like that in my Marines.
Yes.
They have the knight helmets, don't they? Like with the pointy fronts. They had that sometimes.
I think that is the Sword Brethren, no?
Probably, man. Probably.
Yeah. They're an Imperial Fist successor chapter.
They are actually. They're our only successor chapter we're covering today, I believe.
No, they're not. But they're a successor chapter that has more models than the main chapter.
That's right.
So take from that what you will.
It has some really fucking dorky looking models too. But all the newer ones that we're bringing out are really cool. Except High Marshal Helbrecht, he looks funny as hell.
His face looks funny.
Why do they always have to make them look so ugly, man? I get that they're like
old,
mutated and transhuman, but like, shouldn't they just be like more aggressive looking, not just like dorky looking?
He looks like a fucking pig, dude.
I don't know, man. The Castellan they did though with the axe, I love that. It's like the classic artwork. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
I love that nearly all their models have tabards. However, I think their paint scheme is really fucking average. It's just black and white. I think the Raven Guard wear it better, personally.
Yeah. I can agree there. I think they redeemed themselves with the cool assets that they have, like the candles, the cool backpack banners, the religious icons, like the chains around their weapons, also very very much Black Templar related.
I think, to be honest, I would actually probably like them better if they were a primarily white model with Black Templar markings. Like, if you look at a Knight Templar, they had sort of like silver armor with white robes and like the big red cross in history, generally.
So
like, I would like them better if the Black Templar part was their tabards and like their Imperial crest and on their arms. Not just being like the whole suit is black, you know?
So,
but that's just my idea.
So white armor, huh? How about a...
Well, maybe not white.
Well, how about a white
maybe
pony
not white,
hat?
But just something different. No, but like, seriously, there's, I'm looking at one right now. Someone's done like a commission and like he's got like a white shirt with like red tabards. It looks way better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's not just black.
Yeah.
You know? All I'm saying is, if you go black, it's very tempting to just spray paint the cunts in Chaos Black and be like, okay, I'm done. It's just a bit boring.
Yeah.
I'm not going to deduct points for it, but
Yeah. Miniature range, I think they are A tier. Lore-wise, B.
I think miniature range, they're pretty close to S tier, really. You got everything you need.
Yeah, definitely.
They got a lot of heroes and shit.
Yeah.
The Sword Brethren are really cool.
Yeah. The upgrade sprue is one of the
however,
biggest pack that you can buy for upgrade sprues.
Yeah. I'm pretty close to putting them S tier, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, just from purely, like, everything they have.
Yeah, okay.
You know? Yeah. But I don't think I will. I think I'm going to put them A. But just know that they're a high
A plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think they could be S if it wasn't for the neo-Nazis.
Well, once again, I fall back to confirmation bias.
Okay, fair enough.
I never even thought of that.
Really? And then you mentioned the white, I was like, really, dude? Come on.
Dude, we live in Australia, okay? We don't have that here.
Oh, you don't have racism in Australia, huh?
Oh, no, we do, but they don't wear hats. It's too hot. The hood thing would never work. You just sweat through and go translucent. Plus, they get beaten up every time they go outside here.
Wet t-shirt
they get beaten up every time they go outside. Oh, no. Look, people like that, they don't do so good here in Australia. Like, we're like, hey, that guy's a shit cunt. Let's smash him. You know?
Alright, yeah. Okay.
Alright. So the next one, Dark Angels, Obi.
Oh, my lord. I think these are the guys that kind of forgot that they're heretics, and they kind of slinked in the loyalist side somehow. That's these guys, right?
I disagree with you. I think they're great. You know, and like, I like the green. Green is nice. It's a nice shade of green.
I like green too. Green is a nice color.
It's a nice color. It's very forgiving to paint over black as well.
Yes. Caliban green is a great color to work with, dude. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. And even the old Dark Angels green before they switched paint systems was amazing as well. It was like a great all-purpose green.
Oh yeah.
These guys have flavor. I don't know how many models they have that aren't shitty resin, but they still have some models. They just need an update. But they need an update for sure.
Yeah.
But what is there? Even their shitty models do look good.
Yeah.
Like, was it Azrael you showed me the other day?
Yeah. Yeah.
He looks so cool.
Yeah.
So fucking cool that made me want to paint Dark Angels. I think Cypher is the other guy. He looks fucking cool. There's another guy, I think he's a librarian with a fucking skull thing going on. He was really cool.
Yeah.
Like, the Dark Angels have some cool fucking models, man.
Yep.
And they don't look like anyone else on the tabletop. They look a little bit like Black Templar if you're not looking, until you realize they have fucking winged helmets
Yeah.
and wings on their motorcycle, and even cooler, their Terminators on the Deathwing.
Yeah.
They're bone colored.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You know, like that shit is cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Their Primarch, who has just returned, is fucking awesome.
Yes.
You know, and from what I understand, like I've listened to a little bit of the lore. I think the heretic thing's not going to be such a big deal soon. I think he's trying to redeem some of the brothers. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to give away spoilers, but I think his whole shtick is he's trying to find the ones who were deemed as fallen,
Yeah.
but aren't evil. They were just on the wrong side of an order, basically.
Yeah. Which is
and I
if
think
you
that's
listen
cool.
to the Descent of the Angels, it's kind of what they've had going on their home planet as well. Like these different orders, kind of that. Even if they're after the same goals, they end up fighting each other over things, and that's
Yeah.
kind of reflected in that.
And I think that if the line can unify
Yeah.
that makes them a very strong chapter.
Yeah, very much so.
You know.
Yeah.
And I think it's badass, man. Like, I think they're great.
Yeah.
And, you know, aside from really needing the heroes refresh, which I'm sure is coming now that the line's been done.
Yeah.
You know, they're sort of like they're like what the Ultramarines should be. Lots of heroes, really cool, you know, like that, but like, they're not shoved down your throat as much.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I personally think they're S tier.
I actually wholeheartedly agree with it. I really love the model range. If they could upgrade it from the shitty resin, please don't do that to people
Look,
anymore.
there is some work to be done, but I think that they are S tier. I really do.
Yeah, like the Terminator Squad, man. Bro.
Were they shit? Or they
I
great?
love it. Oh my god.
You love it? The Deathwing are cool, man.
I love Deathwing. I love the. I can imagine it being really hard to paint when you're doing big squads and a lot of them, but they have
What do
variety.
you mean, bro? Just put some of Shabty Bone on it. That's all you gotta do. Shabty Bone.
No, it's
A
so
Shabty
much
Bone.
worse than that. It's so much more.
Agrax Earthshade, problem solved.
Oh, so much more. So much more.
That's how I do it.
Yeah. Yeah, but they have like 3 different
seriously,
ways to paint
S
them
tier.
as well. So like the regular Marines are just green, then you have the Deathwing, which are bone color, and then you have the Ravenwing, which are just black. And you just have a combination of those 3 colors basically all the time. So it's
Which is cool as
Yeah.
fuck, because you're not going to get so bored just painting green, too.
exactly. You could just
And the cool thing is, if you have a black model, you can mix green in with it.
Yeah.
Like, you can have green bits here and there and accents and stuff to still tie it into the armor.
yeah.
And they're such a nice dark green that it just works.
Yeah.
You know? Jewel tones look good in models. Like, any color that is, like, similar to a jewel, like, which is why, the Blood Angels look so good as well.
Yeah.
Because they have that nice ruby red.
Yeah.
And same as, I think, was it the, Soul Drinkers?
Yeah.
Is that them? The purple and gold
Yeah.
guys? I love that color scheme. Partially because Knights of the Hobby Table, but also partially because, you know, Amethyst is a gorgeous stone.
Yeah.
I think it just the aesthetic. It's actually technically my birthstone, so get that into you.
Oh.
But, yeah. But yeah, I like that shit. I like gems. I like sparkly things, because ADHD go brr.
Yeah, they
S-tier.
do good. They are a chapter that's they're on the same level as the Blood Angels, I'd say, miniature wise, and
Yep.
I think the variety is definitely there. So if you're starting out
But
a new
you know
army,
what?
I'd say Dark Angels, because you can choose so many different color schemes and still
thing
make
is,
a
too,
unit.
They have actually more potential than Blood Angels.
Yes.
Because Blood Angels Primarch cannot come back or I quit Warhammer.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But-
Yes.
But Lionel Johnson coming back has made sense and has been predicted for a long time.
Yeah.
So that's even cooler. You get all the cool shit that Blood Angels have, almost, or like an equivalent. Plus, you can have your fucking Primarch on the field.
Yep.
Even if you don't want to field him, just having him in the cabinet.
Yep.
Mm.
Yes. Yes.
You know, you get to have Tywin Lannister back. So the next one.
The other successor chapter in our list. You want to go?
And we added this for fun.
Yeah.
It's the Blood Ravens. Because we know we have a lot of Dawn of War fans here, and I thought, we would be remiss to talk about Space Marines without mentioning these guys.
Yeah. I think they're a pretty big part of why people actually play Warhammer too. Like, you've probably played Dawn of War at some point, or any other Warhammer game related, but you probably have.
They're sort of like the go-to video game chapter now too, though.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know the lore, they can just show up for any reason. I love that, because they're basically the Indiana Jones of space.
Yeah, in power armor.
Like, in power armor, They're gonna show up, they're gonna steal your fucking your collectibles. your Funko Pops are gonna be nicked.
Oh, no. Yeah. And they're
cool. Quick spoilers. My favorite moment of the original Space Marine game is when you're running across the bridge and you're completely besieged by enemies and the drop pods start coming in. And you realize that some of those drop pods are Blood Ravens.
Yeah.
I was like, these guys are here! They were in that game! Now they're in this game!
Yeah.
Cool as fuck.
Yeah. Blood Ravens.
And they're also... And their colour scheme slaps.
Yeah. Yeah, they are the color scheme
it.
that should have been Blood Angels, I think. Sadly, though, their miniature range is virtually non-existent. They only have one model.
So that sucks.
Yeah.
So that sucks. So maybe not a good army to start with, but pretty cool. And we had to mention them.
Yeah. Very, very awesome army. Very cool.
S tier for being icons.
Yes.
D tier for being an actual army. So sorry, D tier. So I reckon
A tier,
B tier
for lore.
Yeah, so I reckon B tier is pretty
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And you know what that means? You know what that means, don't you, Obi? That means that they are better than the Ultramarines. And they are also better than the Iron Hands.
Oh, Lord.
And that's our tier list. Feel free to argue with us on Discord, but I probably won't care what your opinion is, because I'm a dick.
Fucking at me about anything with the Ultramarines. Try and convince me they're anything better than D.
You know what? I actually found it quite funny the other day. We were in the Discord chat, and someone actually thought that I had a big ego. Like, they were being like, I'm like, dude, you know I'm only fucking with you, right? Like, even on the podcast, like, I'm doing it for the lols. I'm actually a really chilled out dude. Like, and they were like, it's all facetious. I'm just playing around, you know? You know me, dude. Like, you know me personally quite well. I'm so chill, you know? And I thought it was so funny that I'm like, oh my god, someone's actually listened to the podcast and thought, wow, this guy's got a real fucking ego.
Oh.
So good. So good. The only ego I got, brother, is the fucking ice creams, the Magnum Egos with the caramel. You might not have those there. They're ice cream on a stick. Okay. They're like vanilla with caramel and then chocolate coated, and they're like really high end. They're good. They're good.
You want to know a fun fact?
You guys don't have ice cream, you just have cream?
Ice cream makes me poop myself.
That's fair, me too. But sometimes it's worth the risk in the adult diapers.
I was at work the other day and I was like, oh man, this guy's selling ice cream? Fuck yeah. So I bought an ice cream cone and I was just licking it, and like half an hour later I was like, I don't feel so good. I have to poop.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Star.
Oh.
Anyway, we want to have a quick chat about 10th.
Yes.
Not a big chat, because actually we've been going for a lot longer than I thought we would.
It's not always the thing.
It's always a thing. We're like, gee, we're a bit light on content this episode, and then by the time we realise that we haven't talked to each other properly in a few weeks, and we just want to shit talk the whole time. Welcome to the Nights of the Home Table.
Yeah. Where we basically winged this whole episode. I mean, it was so scripted. My god. every single thing.
Oh, so script.
Such a
Oh,
script.
geez, so much research went into this. So, Obi, you bought Leviathan. Tell me about
Oh
it.
man, I am so excited to build my non-existent miniatures at the moment.
Okay, so the first thing you should know about 10th edition, the first big problem with it, is nothing to do with gameplay or models. It's in fact the fact that they're very slow at sending it to Sweden.
They haven't even sent it out from GW, man. It's just-
That's slack, man.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck is running GW?
Yeah.
Like, their postal department? Is it like my British counterpart?
Honestly, I
In the
think
wait 6
I
months?
think when I'm gonna look at it, it's gonna be like, oh, something went wrong with your order. We sold too many copies, and you're not getting your copies. Like, yeah, cool, thanks, man.
that would be very sad.
Yeah.
But also probably good for your wallet.
Well, GW knowing they'll just give it back in GW vouchers, so I'll be stuck with useless money anyway. So
It's alright, you can send Tyranids to me.
but I want Leviathan. I want. Yeah. Look, it's a cool box. I'm excited for pretty much 97% of the models in there.
Look, I was really excited for the Terminators,
Yeah.
right? And I'm still am, but I'm just gonna wait till they get released in their
Yeah.
own, to be perfectly
Yeah.
honest. Because I don't need the other shit in that box. I still haven't even finished Indominus fully.
Yeah.
Because I want to do... Like, I came to the conclusion that I want to wait until I get my bits from you
Yeah.
before I continue on with any more of my Indominus stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because, like, I want to customize shit retroactively as well.
Yeah.
I don't care about my infiltrators. Those guys will take me forever because they're pretty average.
Yeah.
But I really want to customize that shit. So then I was just like, you know what? I only really want the Terminators. I'm just going to not spend my money on this right
Yeah.
now. You know?
A good choice will probably be to wait on the multi-pose kit they'll probably eventually come out with. And, you know, I'm buying these Terminators because I'm going to kit bash them with the old bits that I have that are more Blood Angel-y, and I'll put Blood Angel iconography on them. So they won't even have, like, the standard weapon loadout that they come from the box, so...
Are they coming with lightning claws? The lightning claws still a
No,
thing?
these guys are the assault variant. No, the ranged variants. So they
Man.
just come with.
I
their
hope
twin
lightning
bolters.
claws are still a thing going forward because that's like my number one favorite dumb 40k weapon.
Yeah.
Like just I'm Wolverine but 9 foot tall. I love that.
Also, there's lightning sparks from these.
There's what?
Lightning sparks.
Oh, from the claws, right? Yeah. I was like, what? But I haven't really looked at 10th like in terms of the gameplay much. But my understanding is they've slimmed it down a little.
Yeah.
Made it a bit more like AOS, and like as far as I'm concerned, I've played a fair bit of AOS, like a few games, a couple years back. I really liked the way that played, and when I tried to play 40k, I was upset that it wasn't quite like AOS.
Yeah.
So bringing those two to be more similar, but like obviously a little different, I think is a good thing for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's good for the game, but I like
I
it.
think what you would do if you're going to play now is you'll download the information you can find online. Because it's free. Your Space Marine codex, or index as they call it now, is about 6 pages long. It's not a lot. It's easy to digest information. There's not a lot of things to learn yet, actually. And then you can just either buy the index cards, which have all the data for the units on the card, or you just print it off because it's, again, free. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just printing off everything in a paper format from my work stuff. Oh shit, they're listening.
Are they?
Maybe.
Your work listens to
Maybe.
it? That's Hello, Obi's work. Give him a pay rise. He's got good legs.
Well, yeah. So it's it'll be really easy to learn how to play this edition, and I'm gonna see if I can start playing again too, because it's been a while and I want to get my big Stompy Nights out for more than a game.
I would like to this edition get some custodies up to at least 1,000 points, and my marines, and perhaps learn how to play and teach Tara how to play.
Yeah.
Like if it's gonna be more simple, she could probably wrap her head around it. Even if it takes us a while, or we just play a 500-point little game, like something.
Yeah.
Just to see if she likes it. She might hate it and be like, "No, that's your thing."
Yeah.
Fair cop, but like, it'd just be cool for her to be able to give it a go, and having that lower bar to entry is good.
Yeah.
And I think the thing that people forget is if they bring out a new edition of the game and you don't like the way it goes because it's too trimmed down, just play the old edition with your friends.
Yeah. I think
like you don't have to play the new. Play the new one.
I think what the thing is, people complaining about mostly is, my faction just plain old sucks now. Like, that's all right, we get it. It's your time to be shit now, but give it like exactly. Everybody gets to the shit tier at some point, and then they swap everything around, and now
how long was Tau on the bottom of the ladder? The bottom
along and pretty much the whole 9th edition.
Yeah. And then people bought them for the meta, and like
now they're shit again.
This is what we always say: don't meta chase, right? Because like you have to love your army, the good times and the bad. It's like marrying them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I couldn't give a fuck if my Space Wolves are good or bad in army, like in battle. And when I say Space Wolves, I mean like my rules. I don't care.
Yeah,
like I collect them because I like them. You know, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, 10th looks cool. And if you did get the box, congratulations. Feel free to send me one. That's fun.
Send me your Terminators while you're at it. It's okay. I just need those.
But did I tell you a friend of mine bought me fucking Jedi Survivor the other day?
Oh, fuck. I'm not jealous at all.
On PS5. No shit. He paid full price on it. I'm like, it was all because I did something for him. And I was like, oh, you owe me. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you owe me. But if I say, Obi, you owe me, that means, like, you owe me a favor, right? Yeah. And he goes, oh, what do I owe you? I'm like, I don't know, you just owe me. And instead of just leaving that and being like, oh, okay. Next time I saw him, he rocks up with the game. He's like, here you go. I'm like, what's this? You're lending it to me? He's like, no, it's yours. I'm like, what? You giving it to me? He's like, it's brand new. I'm like, why? He's like, you said I owe you. Do I still owe you? I'm like, no, but like, what the fuck? You can't just do this, man. Like, I'm not gonna make him return it, but like, fuck me, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome too.
So, shout out to my buddy Locke for hooking me up with that one. He's actually in the Discord too.
Nice.
Thanks, Lockie.
Oh.
All my friends are joining the Discord. There's so many like of my real life friends in there.
That's good. We need people in there. Also say more things. We like it. It's awesome.
Yeah, say all the things.
All the things.
I love that my buddy Matt, I don't know if you've seen Matt in there, he's the guy that does the running. And he has the glasses on, he always tags me and things.
Yeah.
I used to work with him and he's great. He's a good one. I love seeing him get amongst it. Because he's not a hobbyist at all. Like, he doesn't paint. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't do anything like that. He's just like, loves the podcast, loves the banter. Yeah. And, like, just loves listening to us talk shit about metal and whatever. And old video games, you know? So he's a good dude. But shout out to all of our listeners, though, seriously. You guys are fucking great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's been good. It's awesome.
And in particular, actually, just quickly, a shout out to Mitson. Mr. Inquisitor Mitson, for increasing your patronage.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. It definitely gave Obi a kick up the butt to finish a model. So that's
a model, not all of them.
But hey, the money talks, the bullshit walks, brother. Nah, we appreciate your support, Mitson. We always do, man. We support. We appreciate everyone's support. My God, I'm tripping over my words now. I need a nap. Now, just quickly though, on to the roast for the podcast.
Oh yeah. Oh, let's bring it up. I haven't looked at it in a
while. Let's bring it up. Oh, have you not?
Is it?
Is
it the one that?
It's Ursatz's most recent one. So 3 from the bottom.
Okay, so not the.
It's the work in progress.
Okay. All right.
You can probably see it there.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. Now, I'm hesitant to roast because I know SS does such good work, which we will get back to. But like, number one roast, it's an ultramarine. What the fuck, SS?
Why is it?
Why would you use such
Where is it an ultramarine?
Can't you see on his thing? He's got like, oh no, he's a blood angel. Is he a blood angel?
He's a blood angel, bro.
I don't know. Is he? He looks like an ultramarine.
Where is he an ultramarine? Are you hating ultramarines that
Never
much
mind.
that you're just projecting ultramarines everywhere?
Look, I'm like Homer Simpson having the night terror about cobras, but with Calgar. Thought he was an ultramarine. Anyway, this strikes me as hilarious. I'm not sure what way he's going with it, but it looks like the Space Marine is coaching a guardsman on how to do limbo for the first time. And the guardsman is like, am I doing it right? He's like, no, brother. The Emperor demands you limbo lower. That's what I'm seeing here. I don't know what his plans are. He gave us no context. He just posted the picture. I can only assume that's what's going on. Get low for the Emperor.
Limbo for the Emperor, brother.
Or I just know that over the Space Marine's Vox right now, he heads from the windows to the walls.
If you actually zoom in on it, you'll see that his helmet is actually snipped up, and his face is coming through. So
is it? I don't know how to zoom, man.
Yeah, you have to open it in the browser, and then you can zoom in.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, well, okay, cool.
Okay, hold on. No, I am doing that. I'm doing it.
That's why I'm always so judgy of people, because I zoom in. I actually take the time.
Ah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a nice mold line on the left here there too.
Oh.
On top of that.
Yeah, but
Nah, look, I know you, you put a tremendous amount of work in, and, you know, I know this is going to turn out rad as fuck,
yeah.
but right now, I don't understand, and this is what happens when you post things without context. Very
You don't know where to start.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny, actually, I was talking to someone that put their thing in the roast the other day, and they were like, oh man, that's pretty mean. And I'm like, dude, you put it in the roast category. I'm supposed to roast you. I'm not being friendly, you know? Like, if you just want hobby feedback, post the work in progress and tag us and ask us to talk about it. We'll do that. But if it's in the roast, you are Sunday dinner.
Oh, you're getting a stick up the ass through the mouth, and you're getting spin around.
That's right. You're getting spit roasted.
Oh,
but nah, it's cool. What do you think, Obi?
As many things. I want to see paint on it before I want to roast it, because it's not telling me the full picture. Like, I see a cool model.
I'll tell you what, Sats, if you want to make this god tier, make it a blood raven.
I think he does flesh terrors though. So. Also, shout out to Arsats, because that motherfucker sent me a super awesome model kit with new rims for it as well. So, thank you.
Didn't he also send you a fucking thing signed by someone?
Oh yeah, he sent me a miniature RWB car.
Porsche.
A Porsche,
That's what
exactly. RWB is just like a design thingy for Porsches, old Porsches. And
they're those sick wide body kits, right?
Really wide, like not just a body,
Yeah.
the widest of wide body kits.
That's what I like. I like them
Exactly. And it's been signed by the guy who is the head of the company and does the installing on the cars. So I'm
cool,
beyond
man.
excited to have that signature. That's really awesome. So yeah, that's the thanks.
For those who don't know, Obi is a Porsche fanboy.
Yes, I am. Definitely I am.
Like, Obi likes Porsches in the same way I like Australian Falcons and Mustangs and Chryslers and shit, you know?
Yeah, I guess, yes.
Which probably just made no sense to you because you don't know what those cars are, but you know.
I think I've seen a Falcon
But,
before. I don't think. Maybe, probably. Have.
You would have watched me doing burnouts and one in Forza for a while that time.
Yeah, probably.
Australia. Anyway,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Thanks, Ursats, for all of your stuff. You are good work.
Thanks for the help, buddy.
Your B guy turned out pretty good in the end, so good work.
Yeah. I think we roasted that, didn't we?
Yeah. We did, yeah.
Good.
That's why I'm updating it.
Cool. Perfect.
Today, though, as always, we got a little music tips of the month. Yeah, we got a little album to talk about. This one was selected by Obi.
Yeah. It's been a long time coming.
Let's tell us what it is, Obi, and I'll talk about it first.
Alright. It's the new album by Sleep Token, and it's been rocking my playlist for quite a while. The album name is Take Me Back to Eden, and they've been slowly just releasing like songs from it until now. They've finally done the full release. So yeah, what's your thoughts on it?
It is interesting because, like, you listen to it at first, right? That first album, the first song, Chokehold. I get such like Kings of Leon vibes from the dude's vocals.
Yeah,
which is not a good thing. I don't like those guys, but he's got that really weird, like, I guess you'd call it a pop rock voice. Like, it's very distinctive, almost a country thing. I don't know how to describe it because it's not a metal thing.
yeah.
And I was like, my instant thing was to be like, nah, I need to turn this off.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't my jam. But I stuck with it, obviously, you know? And, I like it. You know, I think it's fucking a good jam.
Yeah.
It's got a good swing to it, and I don't like it because I want to listen to it every day. Like, I like stuff with a bit more punch. You know, you could probably bang your girlfriend to Sleep Token, though, I think. You know, I think what I like about it, though, what I really have to take my hat off to for them, is actually just doing something different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? Like, not everything is for everyone, and this isn't 100% for me. However, I do really appreciate that they're not just generic deathcore. Or they're not just generic
Gent.
this or that.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else sounds like that.
Yeah, they're very unique.
In the same way that no one sounds like Ghost.
Yeah.
You might not like Ghost. I know your feelings on Ghost, but no one else is Ghost. They sound like Ghost. Do you know what I mean? And I think that has to really be celebrated because, like, it's okay to have people that are very good at a thing, right? Like, say, I think Slipknot are very good. They're a phenomenal band, one of my favorites. But I don't think they're groundbreaking anymore. They're not treading new paths. They're doing Slipknot stuff.
Yeah.
And that's good.
Yeah.
I like Slipknot stuff. I want Slipknot to be Slipknot. But new bands going forward can't be Slipknot. They can't just keep being Slipknot.
Yeah.
They can't just keep being Metallica. Right? They need to innovate and move forward. Yes, there will always be bands that do that older style and the older shit well.
Yeah.
And they'll be the next gen of that. But we need to move forward as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Sleep Token and Ghost do a very good job of showing where that's going.
Yeah.
You know, because, like, Sleep Token has gotten very viral in the TikTok thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big thing for them. Same as Lorna Shore and also Ghost.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if, like, in the time that I've been listening to Ghost, you know, which is, like, a few years now for sure, but they were at, I think, 3 million listeners when I first got into them. They're now at, like, 9.3 million listeners a month. Like, they have exploded. You know, like, they have 300 million listens to Mariana Cross, which is fucking mental, because it means people are checking out the whole catalogue. And if you've never heard heavy metal before, and then you get into Ghost, and you like the dark aesthetic, you search for more metal. You find the smaller bands, and it's the same for Sleep Token.
Yeah.
If you're somebody that's listened to, you know, stuff like rocky sort of stuff with, like, a bit of those vocals, but then, you know, oh, I really like that heavy guitar. And that leads you down that path, and that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. It's about getting people
Yeah.
in the same way Korn did in the 90s.
Yeah.
Because it had that hip-hoppy thing to it. That's what it's about. Otherwise, the genre stagnates and it dies.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how hard I could agree with that, but I do it all the way.
Yeah. People don't like to admit it. People don't like to say it, like, especially guys. It does not matter what you or I think overly much in terms of what is popular. What is popular is determined by teenage fucking girls.
Yep.
Like, teenage girls is what literally defines that shit. Guys as well, but, like, teenage boys will listen to music, and the girls will go, ooh, no. But teenage guys will get into music to try and get with the girls. So then you have double the crowd, right? And this is true. Think about, like, Motley Crue is not a specific, like, an overly good band.
Yeah.
Right? They're not that special. But the girls went crazy for them, and that's what made them popular. Same as the emo thing in the early 2000s. You know? So, and Sleep Token are going about it right, man.
Yeah.
The album's good. I can't fault the album. Is it always my vibe?
No.
Will I still listen to it? Yes. Like, I will listen to it because I will hit that vibe sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, when you just need a bit of a pick up, it's a good dancey thing, you know? And it's girlfriend friendly music. Like, I put it on in the car, it didn't murder Tara's ears, you know?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's the perfect middle ground, the perfect entry to heavy metal.
I think it's a very good gateway.
Yeah.
It's a very good
Exactly.
gateway. In the same way that Disturbed was for
Yeah.
people. You know what I mean? Like, should you only listen to Sleep Token?
No, definitely not. But
should you listen to Sleep
Yes.
Token? Yes. And if you're a metalhead already, try
Yeah.
it. Because it might just be that little bit of different freshness that you're looking for.
Yeah, they're definitely...
It doesn't have to be your favourite band, but you might just... It's worth a listen, dude. It's like Necrogoblicon. You gotta try it once.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't know that goblins were missing from your life until I showed you.
Exactly, man. And it's just this thing with this band, Sleep Token, that it's just it's the uniqueness of it, and they started out like completely on the other side, like they were a pop band to start out with, and their later album is more guitar influences, and now I would say that it's pretty much just a metal album with softer songs in it. So it's like the songs that they've released on before the album actually released are pretty much all their best songs. I think the rest of them are a little bit mediocre, but the first songs are pretty much stuck on it, man.
Chokehold's good. Chokehold's a bang.
Chokehold, The Summoning, Granite, Aqua Regia 4. Those are my favorite songs of them. And I really recommend like going back to the last album and listening to the first song, Atlantic, there too. Such a fucking banger. Like, it's soft as fuck, but it's a banger. And like, it's like you say, it's like this real weird mixture of like softer pop music, and then it just fucking hits you with these guitar riffs, man. Like, really heavy riffs.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Do you remember that Take Me to Church song?
Yeah.
That's what the dude's vocals remind me of. That guy in that song.
Yeah.
I don't know who the band is.
Yeah.
But that's what it reminds me of. Like, that style of vocal. They sound like different people, but he's rolling with that.
Yeah.
And I think the only thing where it loses me is that anyone that knows me quite well, I'm an energy person.
Yeah.
I like upbeat, fast music that makes me want to headbutt things.
Okay, yeah.
And that doesn't have that. It's the same reason I get very bored with Tool.
Yeah.
Unless I put a playlist together of all of Tool's sort of more fast-paced songs. I like Tool, but all the ambience between the songs I just zone out.
Yeah.
And I get a bit bored. You know, so that's, I think, my only bugbear with the album. Besides that, I do like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very good album, I think. And it's been
I think
been on my playlist for quite a while, so
I think for me, Goblins out of 10, it's got to be a pretty good... I'm going to give it an 8 Goblins out of 10. but not an 8 as in I want to listen to it all the time. It's an 8 because I appreciate what they're fucking doing.
Yeah.
And I can't fault the album. I can only fault that it's not particularly my style all the time.
Yeah.
It's not a fault with the music, it's a fault with my taste not lining up.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not like we're with that Amon Amarth album where like it just was a bit corny for them. It wasn't a good example of them.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
Because I love everything Amon Amarth does. They're my style.
Yeah.
But this is just sort of like 60% my style.
Yeah.
The rest not, but I still like it.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it kind of does.
So 8 Goblins is a pretty good score.
Yeah, I would say for me it's about the same thing. Like their melodies, their choruses, everything is just, it's a wonderful combination of music, and the heavier parts just circle it all back for me, just having that clean singing a little bit, and then just going into that territory of screaming in a little bit, and then just going back to softer. Like for me, it's the perfect combination of all of the things that I want.
Have you heard Will Ramos cover Chokehold?
Yes, and that's kind of why
I was shocked that he could pull that voice off. I was shocked.
It's kind of why I've been listening to them a lot more, is because they're apparently Will Ramos's favorite band, and like his covers are just goddamn so good. They're even a level above this, I would say. I think if he would actually put it out as an official cover and put it on Spotify, I would prefer listening to the Will Ramos version over this, because his screaming just adds that tickle.
Yeah. The one thing I will say though is that we haven't talked about, because it's not really part of the album, but Sleep Token have a dope as aesthetic. Like they have this whole mask thing going on. It's very creepy and shit.
Yeah.
I think that adds to the allure.
Yeah.
In the same way that Ghosts thing does.
Yeah.
Especially before we knew what Tobias Forge looked like. We had no idea who any of these people in the band were.
Yeah. It's the same as Sleep Token. They haven't revealed their identity for like quite a while.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. So that's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, 8 Goblins out of 10.
Highly agree. 8 out of 10 for me as well.
Yeah.
Not the best, but
we're
really, really on the point for...
We're very agreeable today.
Yeah, right?
If we're agreeing this much, that must mean the episode's over.
It probably could be. But before that, we just want to quickly shout out to Mitson again. Thank you for upping your Patreon. We love you very much. And if you would like to join the Patreon, just chuck us a little buck here and there. It's a great
toss a coin to you now.
Exactly. And like our 3D printers are kind of up and running. I've been printing a lot of cool stuff, and what we're doing for certain Patreon tiers is we'll be sending out our little Bob Night to you. So
yeah, exactly. Bob Night, the pastime palette.
Exactly.
And to make it clear, Obi is sending it, so we'll get there quick.
Yeah. I'm just
not me.
I'm gathering up the last bits and pieces, and I've got to figure out a way to ship them so they won't break in transit. So yeah. So
you know what you could probably do? There's like my stacker thing over on my hobby desk there. See that?
Yeah.
See that? It's like a compartmental thing. It's hard plastic.
Yeah.
Like they're little removable drawers. So you could probably buy one of those for quite cheap. Wrap them in tissue paper, put them inside one of those little boxes, then in a box. And I think they'd probably be pretty simple.
Yeah. What I was thinking is actually
just
like these plastic cups that you put drinks in. Like beer cups or whatever.
Yes, that too. That'll probably work, yeah.
Just tape them in there, add some padding. I'll figure something out.
Let's send them beer as well. It's even better.
I'll figure it out. It's happening. And if you would like to sponsor us, it would be really cool, because I want to see more of these Bob Nights out in a while, and I want to see people paint them up. Either in our colors or in your own.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like one of our guys, Norku, was saying to me the other day, that he's so upset that we're only doing monthly episodes at the moment. And I said to him, look man, I understand, but the simple fact is that until we ever get to a point where we can take a day off work to do this each week, it has to be this way because this is the maximum spare time we have to produce episode.
Yeah, we're already pushing it to find the time to.
Yeah, exactly. But if we get enough Patreons that like we can justify taking that day off, or like then let's go. Like we will find that time.
Yeah.
But it's just a hard thing, and that's not to shit on like the Patreons we already have. We really appreciate it because. We got 3D printers for that shit, and that's making content, that's making more shit for us, like for the podcast, which is great. But it's just the reality of it. There's only so much time in a day, and we gotta feed our fish and children respectively.
Yes, preferably in that order as well. Wait, no.
We gotta feed our children fish? What? No, it is in that order, in my house.
Okay, yeah.
Well, actually, Danny eats first, then me and Tara, then the fish.
Yeah.
She's the VIP of the house. Very important pupper.
Very important pupper. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But seriously though, guys, thank you for everything.
Yeah.
Join our Patreon.
Join our Discord.
Check out our Discord. Yeah, we're always on there. I play Fortnite and scream at stuff on there all the time.
And I'm painting things again. Or I'm putting supports on things. So...
Yeah. And as funny as it is, you would think that like joining a Discord call sounds like this, like just me and Obi talking, you get a word in here and there. Me and Obi don't actually talk on Discord much. We should just sit there and talk with the other people there and then say goodnight to each other.
If I'm really focused, I don't talk at all, but you can egg me. So just get me riled up. Like post like a really ugly t-shirt and we're going. We're going off on goal.
I knew by the time we hit the 2 hour mark, like by the time we finish the episode, we can make it a hat trick for dissing the show.
Oh my lord.
Oh, fuck. Alright guys, thank you for listening.
Thank you so much.
And until next time, remember to crank that app.
Yo, and you slay that gray.
We're the Knights of the Hobby Table. Thank you for listening.
Bye guys.
Bye.